Hello, everybody out there. Welcome to Friday night.
G'day.
Instead of Eberron tonight, we're running the next episode of Humblewood Odwald's Trail with a bit of a festive twist tonight.
I love the light.
Hit the intro music. So where we last left off, after returning from the Forgotten Island and teleporting to the avium, marooning the sailors Kit and Nibs behind, you sent out a search party for them from Alderheart. And after some discussion with the Dean Winsworth of the avium, had the revelation that perhaps you would find further clues to a greater calamity hinted at in Odwald's work, contained somewhere within the Ebonheart estate, now sitting defunct in the heights of Alderheart. So you traveled there, where indeed you did find some clues. You unearthed the relic that seemed to have been taken from the island that you guys just visited, and some strange apparatus that, after investigation, you assessed that it was a sort of antenna linking the material plane and the ethereal plane, which Kashmir, you used to contact the spirit of Odwald Ebonheart, who advised that you were on the right trail and you needed to follow his trail, which led south to the region of Stormcrag. You journeyed west and then south along the roads in a mountain pass during a bandit ambush, meeting the heroic and very egocentric Oedipus. Defender of the Brahim land, lover of women, etc., etc.
Hey!
You then continued south, eventually arriving at the valley town of Olong's Walk, where you've managed to find the person you were heading south to look for, who was Celia, the hedge, and a slightly younger sister of Susan of the Swamp, your old friend, and who was once acquainted with Odwald through her sister Susan, who adventured with him. Celia revealed that she, indeed, despite being somewhat demential, managed to lead you guys into the mountains, and eventually, after defeating a wyvern that she failed to remember was there, finding the mountain temple, you fought against the guardians there, and then released another piece of this strange artifact that you are now collecting, at the same time seemingly unleashing something huge as you stepped outside the temple. A nearby mountain began to move. It rose, revealing itself to be a great stone titan, which began marching slowly east.
You know what's really depressing, Josh?
What?
I just got Sirenscape working. But no one had Sirenscape open, did they?
Nope.
Mine crashed as well. It's like you crashed everyone's at the same time.
Yeah, I must have crashed everyone's at the same time, which is so depressing because I had a song prepared.
Where were we then, Josh? We were in the Hearthcrag.
So
We're still in the temple.
Yeah, still standing outside.
Do you still have that map, Josh?
The map where the temple was?
The temple. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Well, it was near the Earth Crags. Yeah, there we go.
That's it.
It was.
Yeah,
It was. You were at the peak of one of the mountains of the Hearthcrags.
The Hearthcrags, yeah.
Now,
We're looking out to the east.
standing out,
Yep.
looking out to the east, watching this enormous stone titan disappearing
and-
into the fog and clouds of the heavy rain day.
Is this Titan heading east as well, away from us,
Yes.
or north?
No, he's heading east.
East. Okay.
And you basically, you've lost sight of him. He's disappeared, like, into the clouds and fog.
Gregory,
Yes.
I rubbed my eyes. Did you see that?
I
think we did that.
What do you mean we did that?
With the piece of the, I'm not sure, but well, I think we need to tell someone about this somehow, right?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Well, it's heading east, right? What's east?
East.
Well, I mean, Alderheart is east, but it's also to the north as well. You don't suppose it's going there, do you?
I hope to the gods it's not, but...
Celia, I have a feeling this has something to do with Oswald. Odwald? I always forget.
Odwald.
Yes, Odwald.
Ew.
Has he talked about something like this?
Perhaps we should go and see Susie. Perhaps she can shed some light.
I'm just gonna rummage through my pack and pull out some little items. So I'm gonna pull out a couple of these teleportation medallions that the dean gave me as kind of like an assurance that we'd be able to get back to the
Well, the assurance that you wouldn't have to maroon anymore.
maroon anyway, any other
Trusted
people.
party members in
Party members, yes.
Yeah.
And just gonna distribute them to one to each party member and one for himself. And so
you still have your own. So you've
I've still
given
got one, yeah.
you've given 2 out and you have 1 spare still.
Because Kashi had his, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's right.
As you look around for Oedipus, you realize he has disappeared around the corner and is facing the wall currently, like sitting in the corner, standing in the corner, like looking, like awkwardly.
Scary.
And you can hear him like hyperventilating.
Are you alright?
Oedipus?
What? Yes! And he like turns around, puts his structure up and says, yes! Hello, friends!
We're going to head back to Odwald now.
We're not going to fight that beast?
What do you mean we're not going? What? Of course we're not going to fight the beast.
That's
Did you see
fantastic. Fantastic idea. I mean,
how-
I mean, I could take it on myself, obviously, but yeah, maybe the good plan is to retreat, maybe a little strategically, obviously.
Well, I mean, we need to work out what it is first.
It looked like a moving mountain to me.
Yeah, I mean, we need to work out exactly what it is. If it has any weaknesses, or if it's good or bad, or we don't know anything about it at the moment.
I would not expect something so big to be, good. It seems to have an
Well,
aura around it that makes it seem
I mean,
negative at least.
is the sun not good though? Is the
Yes,
sky not good? The earth is good.
Oh yes,
They're all large.
You have
Yeah,
points.
The Earth is fantastic, darling.
Fine. Is
Well,
are we walking? What's the plan?
Anyway, here, Oedipus, take this.
No, yes,
And
yes. What
He's
is
gonna
it?
hand over a medallion.
Oh, what is
It
it?
is a teleportation device. It will take us back to Alderheart. Well, it will take you to Alderheart.
How many of these things do we have?
Enough for everyone.
Yeah, enough for everyone.
Is Frederico able to have one?
Is that your what's it called?
My direwolf.
Direwolf, yeah.
My pet. How dare you?
I said your panther.
Oh, they said pet. We need to make. Well, I could make my way down the mountain by myself. I'm not a scaredy cat.
Well, how many medallions did we get? Did we get 4?
I'm not sure how it works with animals, but you can try. I
But how does
guess.
one activate this? Do they just? And he's like biting it in his mouth. Is how do you do it?
Oedipus disappears in a flash of white light.
Oh no, Frederico!
Oh, well, where did he go? Kitty, kitty! Come back, kitty, kitty!
Could he not climb? Can we just climb back down the mountain, Oedipus?
No, I've disappeared, haven't I?
No, he's disappeared.
Yeah, he's already gone.
I have teleported back by accident because I bit into it.
Well, well, I guess we better follow, right?
Should we go and get his beast?
I
Will it even
The
think?
thing here by itself.
suppose we should try, right?
I'm not even sure if it will obey commands from us. But I think I am the most well equipped to be able to try and find it. I'll glide down and
Well, should I escort Celia back to Alderheart then?
yes, perhaps you should follow post haste so that people don't attack Oedipus upon arrival.
All right, we'll meet you there.
I'll see you in a moment.
All right. I'll give Celia one of the medallions.
She's already got one.
Oh, you already gave it to her?
Yeah.
Alright, and I will use mine to teleport back
Yep. No,
to the
I
avium.
follow what he's doing.
Alright, so yeah, Gregory, you managed to find Frederico just sitting over by the door. You sort of slowly approach him, and then he's kind of like apprehensively looking at you, like looking around for Oedipus as you take the medallion and gingerly slide it over his neck.
Hey, little buddy, don't bite me. It's okay.
With you give the medallion a little flick once it's hanging around his neck, and the wolf disappears in a flash of light.
Cool. And then I'll teleport back.
Thank you so much.
All right, so you guys, with a brief feeling of nauseum and spinning, you all find yourselves standing on the teleportation circle inside the avium.
Before we go anywhere, is there anything tall and is there anyone around?
In the avium?
In where we teleported?
Is there anything tall?
Like, talking like a bookshelf.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there
Or-
is.
Okay. I just want to describe the scene for you when Oedipus is there. Oedipus, shit scared, on top of the bookcase, all hair on end, sword drawn, shouting at everyone who's in the room, who's not the others. Where did I go? Where am I? Who am I? Where is this place? Like, never teleported before in his life. Never heard of anything like this. Terrified. Like, whee! Hair up on end.
A literal scaredy cat.
Yeah.
There's the clerk that sits in the front room with where the teleportation circle is behind the desk. Just sort of shrieks at you, Kashmir, as you appear. She's like, "Is he with you? Get him under control!"
What? No, it's alright.
foreign.
Oedipus, it's fine. We're here. We're back home now.
Where is it, Rodrigo?
No, he's coming. It's fine. It's okay. Calm down. Get down from that bookshelf, please.
Climbs very gingerly. You can see all of his claws are out, scratching up the nice mahogany wood.
Oh, Cash
Climbing
doesn't like that.
Sword drawn, looking around. Are we dead? What has happened?
It's okay.
Celia comes over to him and starts, like, scratching him under the chin to calm him down. Oh, it's all right, darling. It's just a little bit of teleportation.
Oedipus, attentive at first, just sits down and just purrs a little.
You hear the low frequency hum of the giant disc, the elevator, descending from the upper stories of the avium behind you. It hits the ground with a quiet thud, and Dean Winsworth steps off to greet you. Lightfeather, Kashmir.
Oh yes, Dean.
Well met. How was your journey?
Arduous and possibly world-ending.
Oh,
That's a bit more excitement than we anticipated, I fear.
That doesn't sound very good, does it? Why don't you come up to my office and we'll discuss it?
Yes, yeah, we have
Yes,
some.
we can have some tea. I think I've got some more in here.
Have you met Celia before?
I have not, but yes, I recognize a sibling of Susan of the Swamp anywhere. Pleasure to meet you, Celia.
I like that's her
Pleasure
full
to meet
name.
you.
And,
Susan the Swamp.
It's her full name. She married the Swamp.
it's
Yeah,
been
This
it's been a while
frightened
since we-
fellow here is Oedipus over there.
Oh,
Yes, greetings.
pleasure
Hello.
to meet you, Oedipus. It's been a while since we've had an Alluran step through the threshold here.
Yeah. Hello, nice to meet you. He bows with his nose touching the ground. My name is Oedipus, the Red Oedipus, defender of the humble folk, rider of the green sea, tamer of the wilds, looks at Kashmir, lover of women, looks back at Dean, great protector of the western Brahimland, cleanser of the hearth crag, and breaker of stone. And this is my companion, Frederico, the fleet-footed, render of injustice, tamer of lunas, and companion of Oedipus the Retardable.
Oh, well, it's quite a mouthful. Well, you'll fit right in here with the defenders of Alderheart, that's for sure. I'm Dean Winsworth.
Defenders of Odwald.
Professor of sociology, and well, I'm afraid mine's not quite as long as yours. Anyway, follow me up, everybody.
It's all about how you use it.
It doesn't yet. It's not about the length. It's about how esteemed your title is.
Yes. Well,
Yes, lead on, shall we?
let's compare our titles further in my office, shall we?
Yes, I'm more than happy. I can explain where I got all the length of my title from.
You
I'm
guys,
afraid I have no titles.
you make your way up the elevator into the dean's office. He closes the door behind you and it's like, now, so you guys regale him with your recent adventures in the Storm Crags, ending with obviously the rising of this enormous titan. Dean's eyes go wide as you recount this part to him. He's like, oh, this is disastrous. You've unleashed a new calamity.
I'm not sure it was lost, but
Well, I have a question first for you, Dean. You haven't heard anything or seen anything aside from what we just told you, have you?
Oh, well, now that you mention it, there is something I have found in the last week. And perhaps you're right, Gregory. No need for alarm yet. We don't understand the intentions of this Titan.
yes.
But I did find this. In digging, I'm afraid that we stumbled upon a few lost tomes down in the depths of the library where Odwald had made his workshop. I don't think even Odwald got his talons on these, but he found an ancient journal. Someone who was there and witnessed the fall of the Ice Titan and the emergence of the Borealis. And yes, be careful. It's as you can imagine, it's quite old and susceptible to damage.
I'm taking that time off him immediately.
Grabby.
Oh, careful, Kashmir. Just gently.
Gently taking it off him.
But I will point out this particular passage to you here. He opens the book to a page midway through, and you see a sketch. There's unmistakably a piece of this artifact that you've been collecting. So this
Is it? Sorry, Josh. Is it one of the pieces we've collected, or does it look like a different piece?
hard to tell because it's just a rough sketch.
Okay.
So what the so-called calamity of cold happened a great way north of here on another continent known as the Crystal Expanse. I don't know if you've heard of it. Quite inhospitable, although there are some villages and towns there. But this diary, an explorer who was there during the calamity of cold, and seems he was acquainted with the heroes that took it down, and Anyway, I found this passage, and apparently this artifact here, being held onto by the town elders in a place known as Tunderton, a coastal fishing village just off the west.
Yes.
What did you say that place was called? The Crystal Wastes?
The Crystal Expanse.
Crystal Expanse. Thank you.
Should you
Can we?
think this warrants investigation, I can expedite your journey there. In the
Well, what does the
meantime,
passage say? Exactly. Can we
as
read
I
it,
said,
or-
the book is heavily damaged. He recounts the battle against the Titan and the heroes taking the Borealis and heading south. Obviously, they ended up in the Humblewood, where you've uncovered it within the Scorched Grove. And what I can say is they left this artifact, considering the locals considered it sacred, and they didn't want to take it. But they deemed it not really of interest compared to the Borealis, and they seem to infer that it served its purpose.
All right. I do think this does warrant investigation. Gregory, do you agree?
Yes, I agree. How is it that you would expedite our travels?
Well, follow me and I'll show you. He
I mean,
sort of walks out and opens the office door and sort of gestures the four of you to follow him.
I'll follow him, but I'll lean over to Gregory as we're leaving and say, well, what do you think is more important, Gregory? Working out what these artifacts mean, or searching for that big mountain thing?
Fear not, young Kashmir. I will send some very capable eyes to go and search for this Titan, if it's as large as you say, and I'm sure they won't miss it.
Believe me, Professor, there's no way
have
we
your
can-
assurances that if you do run into troubles, that you'll send for us or somehow retrieve us?
Of course, light feather.
Well,
Actually, he steps back into his office for a second, rummages around in a chest in the corner of the room, and comes back. Yeah, take this, light feather. He drops a small carved stone into your hand with a face etched into it. Yeah, sending stone. We'll be able to speak to each other long distance, as long as you're on the material plane.
I don't intend to go to any other. But, yes, thank you. That will work just nicely. Sorry.
Right, now, follow me. He leads you across the atrium, down a hallway, and then out to one of the sky bridges. Not currently connected, but as he sort of looks to the left, the giant dome with the forest and museum inside that you previously been in before, where once upon a time Odwald ambushed you inside the museum. The dome rotates and connects with the bridge leading over, and you step across into the forest biome. He leads you this not towards the museum but away from it, and you for a few minutes you trek through the forest, eventually coming to a clearing. The dean sort of looks around for a second, then looks to the sky, makes a bird call. He stands there for a few seconds, then you hear, almost noiselessly, sorry, you don't hear, you see as an enormous flapping of wings, as four great giant owls descend from the canopies, landing in the clearing in front of you.
Kashi realizes what's happening and backs away.
Are you okay, Kashmir? You look a little pale.
I think I've worked out how it is that you're going to expedite our travel, and no, I don't mean to sound rude, Professor, but I like to feel the earth between my feet, so to speak. Yes.
No, Cassie, you'll be fine.
Haven't you ever fallen off something before? Well, it's just like that, except you're not falling. And you're not in control at all. It's the creature. There's nothing like riding a wild beast. Is there a fifth one for my my companion here, Rodrigo?
Oh,
Rodrigo can take the fourth one. I will.
Yes, we have a fifth, but perhaps we can rig him up some sort of harness, and he'll have to dangle below in its talons, I'm afraid.
I think it'd be fine, so long as the owls don't drop him, and he can probably be held by his.
They're quite reliable. They're born and raised right here by university staff. And
fantastic.
they're
I am
obedient
enjoying this place.
and highly trained.
Sounds excellent. You love the thought of it, don't you, Rodrigo? Rodrigo just kind of looks in with like a dopey eyes, just. Yes, he's very excited. As am I. I've not flown a beast this big, or even flown at all. Very excited.
The dean looks greatly amused by Kashmir's fear. It is, they say that all heroes have a weakness. We found young Kashmir's here.
It's not a weakness. I mean, think about it logically. You can. You can't survive if you fall from up high like that.
Well, you can't.
Kashmir, what if I was to get one of our faculty to whip you up a little salve, a little oil for you to take that will make you feel, a little more accepting of your fate and perhaps a little sedated.
Professor, when you say your face like that, it doesn't give me great confidence that these birds are going to fully deliver on their promise of getting me there safely.
Kashi, if you fall, I'll catch you. It should be fine.
That does actually make me Kashi feel a bit better.
It's alright, Cassie. This is not the first time that I've flown. And
Yes.
I trust it will be perfectly fine.
And I have nothing to worry about. If we all fall, it's fine. Cats always land on their feet.
But
If you like, we can rig you up a similar harness to Frederico's, attaching you to the saddle instead.
What have you got to worry about?
Falling?
Just land on your feet, you'll be fine. That's what I was always told.
I have an idea. I'm gonna walk over to the nearest of the big birds and cast Mold Earth a bunch of times to make like a little hut on its back.
Fantastic.
I don't think that's gonna stay on there. If anything, it's making it even more risky.
Yes, Kashi, I don't think weighing the bird down more is going to make your flight any better. It will just belabor it.
It's not going to be like,
the owl looks
just
utterly,
loose earth.
The owl looks utterly pissed at this earth.
And aren't they standing up straight? Standing up straight, so it's just sliding off.
Alright, I'm going to get on the back of one of them and just mold earth around myself so that I'm covered in dirt and I can just nestle into it.
Well, at least we got him on, right?
Yes, well,
Right.
that is something.
Let's go before I change my mind.
Oedipus walks up to the owl and starts introducing himself, offering out a hand.
It just kind of like gives you a affectionate little nip on the hand.
Ah, yeah, I like it. And this is Frodiko. Do you mind carrying him in talons? To try to be gentle with him.
Yes, sir. Hell, I'll send for one of the staff to grab a harness and fix him on there.
No, I'm
The
glad. I'm
owls
glad you've
can't
got one.
talk, can they?
The owls cannot
owls?
talk. No,
How big are they? Because I'm imagining them like
they're like their
almost
size.
2.5 stories tall.
No, they're size large on the board. They're like horse sized. Yeah, too.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, like,
I'm just
bow.
losing my mind over the
So-
fact that some birds can talk, and
Yeah,
some
well,
just carry them.
there's the talking. There's wild animals as well.
Didn't you ever go to evolution class? Some of us were born of different breeds. That's all.
Yeah, some primates can talk Akkadian, some can't.
Yeah.
Why is that
That's
so weird?
apparently there's ones that stand upright and have no hair. It's quite preposterous.
It's a good way to put it, actually. But he said the dean sends for some staff. They come in, they fix a harness to Frederico that allows the owls to grasp him painlessly. Frederico just hanging there, just dopily, just panting in the
Yep.
Mm.
in the afternoon sun. Just
If they're
I give him a bone for my backpack.
tattoo, then that is it.
well, is there
He's
anything else
definitely-
we can do for you before you go, Gregory?
Professor,
Yes, Kashmir.
What?
I will take that salve.
Yeah, I thought so. I fetched it along with the harness. Here you go.
Thank you.
No, I think you've got a inspiration dice too.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well, all right then. Oh,
Gregory
yes.
doesn't need anything. Yeah. No, all girls are all good to go.
All right then. Good
Nods at
luck.
the demon.
The
Farewell.
owls know where to go, and they'll stop to camp along the way as well when they're tired.
Fantastic. Which,
Yeah,
what are their
wonderful.
names?
Their names. He fires off their names in birdfolk.
How do
Oh.
I say that? Did you get that? Did you? Okay.
Do I speak bird?
Yes.
If Gregory's gonna rattle off their names in birdfolk again.
I think I'm just going to call you John. Let's go.
Celia starts like petting hers affectionately. And be like, "Ew, such a beautiful boy."
Oedipus is practicing with his lance on the back of the owl. Yes, that would do excellent.
That would be
Don't get jealous, Frederico. I still need you for the land. Come on, Jonathan, let us go.
Alright, so you guys board. The owls. Dean Winsworth gives you a final wave. The owls flap their wings and lurch off from the ground. They fly upwards, straight to the top of the biome, and a small gap opens up in the bubble. As
I
you
love
see,
this world.
you see a zing of sort of light, flash of light from below as Dean Winsworth magically opens a bubble, gap in the bubble for you guys to fly through, and the owls soar into the sky, higher and higher until you sort of have whiffs of cloud sort of passing by you at high speed, and they head northwest.
Eyes closed, whole time.
Cynthia's just sitting there knitting.
Gregory, I want to see
Celia,
if
not Cynthia. Don't even know my own character.
Gregory can see the. Is gonna look south, and west, and see if you can see anything like large in the distance. Like
roll a
south in
perception
general.
check. See what your bird eyes see.
Legolas, what do your elf eyes see?
Flat 8.
You can't see anything. Your eyes are actually watering from the high speed, the
Never
Gs.
gone this fast before.
As you gaze below, you see the enormous Alderheart pass underneath you. It only took a few minutes to get that far, and continues north.
Do-
You see the Scorch Grove below.
Does Gregory get a little bit jealous of how fast the birds are moving?
Envious. Yes, yeah. Very
Would it be
much
like
so.
if there was a really large person that could carry you and run really fast, like a car
Yeah.
speed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to curb it a little bit, but it's definitely it's definitely encroaching on him a little bit. Just,
Yeah.
Oedipus is whooping and hollering the whole time. He's loving this. This is fantastic. Pointing things out to Frederico, who's just like limply hanging there looking
Was that
down.
an animation, Josh?
What?
Oh, no, there's little birds that are going.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
it's just
It's
like
cool.
ambient birds. So you yeah, that's you guys. So you saw past Alderheart over the wood, and then you see it give way to the scorched grove, still smoldering after so long since the calamity was put down. You spot the crater where it was destroyed, and you continue on. You spot several figures moving about on the edge of the scorched grove in wildwood uniform as the owls descend a little bit. You swear you can even see the white fur of your friend Leaf just bouncing around along with a bunch of the other rangers, and then you continue northwest even further. Green for a long time. Eventually it gives way to many mountains. You see very far, fading to the southeast, the Fernveld, the homeland of Oedipus and the other Allurans, disappearing into the distance as well.
He's pointing out landmarks, but no one can hear him over the wind.
You continue to fly for the rest of the day. Eventually the sun sets up ahead of you, and you feel as though you're racing towards it, but eventually it outruns you and disappears, and the last of the light begins to dip, and the owls descend just as the ocean to the northwest comes into sight, and they land on the edge of one of the mountains in a nice sort of cozy alcove for you guys to camp for the night. And you can long rest.
Oh,
Oh, finally.
that
forgot
was
that I did damage.
delightful.
And a great reason, like, yeah, get down and stretch. Oh. Never been flown by something before.
What does that potion do for me, Josh? Or what did that potion do for me?
It was basically just like an advantage in constitution checks.
Okay.
Mechanically.
Yeah. Just made me feel at ease, basically.
Yeah.
Feeling real
Alright,
good
so you
right
guys
now.
camp for the night and awake the next morning as the first light begins to peek over the mountains behind you. The owls sort of line up on the ledge overlooking the ocean. The ocean's sparkling under the sun underneath it. It's already starting to get quite chilly where you are. The owls sort of look expectantly at you to jump on board. The fifth one already grasping Frederico.
And Oedipus hops up.
Let's go.
Alright, you
Yeah.
take off again.
Does Kashi need any more of the...
Are you fine to go without the tonic, Kashi?
Not gonna answer because he's feeling sick.
Let's go. Marsh, or something.
Oh, what a nice sound.
Alright, so you ascend again. For the better part of the day, you sweep over open oceans. As you get further and further northeast, where the air becomes chillier and chillier, eventually you start to shiver a little bit on the back of the owls. And the day becomes less and less clear. More and more clouds gather overhead. It becomes foggier and foggier. Eventually snow starts to whip past you in the opposite directions. You have to squint your hardest to I don't know if you've ever snowboarded without goggles, what that feels like. It's awful. But it's the shards of ice impacting your bare eyeballs as the owls continue at high speed, and you squint and your eyes water, and you grip the owl. Just keep your heads down. Eventually, they descend sharply. You see land up ahead as the fog parts for a brief second. You see titanic, icy mountains. Cloud. It was so high that the tips of them disappear into the clouds. You see great plains of snow and tundra and ice. Far to the northeast, and down sort of in the direction of your heading, it gives way to more tundra and even some patches of green pine forest. And you spot as it sort of comes towards dusk, a fishing village down below, a pier with small wooden boats docked, lanterns burning throughout the town. As you get closer, you see that these lanterns are multicolored, burning in hues of blue and green and red. You see smoke rising from the chimneys, and you see lots of people gathered out in the streets of this town. It looks like there's some sort of festival going on, as the owls sweep down and land on the outskirts of the town, pretty close to the docks, sort of in a fishing district. They sweep down, touch down gingerly on these wooden paved areas, sort of bristle their feathers against the cold, and then wait for you to jump off.
Oedipus climbs off.
Pat mine affectionately. Say,
Thank you for that.
Oh, wow.
Cynthia knitted herself a scarf in the time.
Oh, wow.
So you're here.
Ooh.
Oh, so we went straight west from Humblewood, okay. Because Avium is like there, right?
Avium is like there, yeah.
There. Okay. Oh, Scorch Grove, yeah, I see it.
Oh, we did fly over my homeland. I'm so glad there's more maps for this setting. Oh.
Yeah, this one like trickled out literally a few days ago from the alpha of the like the full world book that they're gonna release. And I was like, hell yeah.
Dude, for some reason this setting always hits me in my heart, which makes me reading Red Wool and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Anyway, sorry Josh.
Okay, so you guys turn and survey the scene. There's a few fishermen meandering around. Most of them seem to be Mapaks. You also spot a few Gerbines as well. So that's for those of you who can't remember, that's the raccoon people and the mouse people. You do spot a few birdfolk raptors sort of marching around as well. But these Mapaks and Gerbines both seem to have this regional look about them that you've never seen in the Humblewood before. Kind of shaggy, streaks of white amongst their fur. But they seem friendly enough. They all just they watched you guys descend, these armored badasses getting off giant owls. A few of them are sort of meandering over slowly, like fishing poles and buckets in hand. One of the Mapaks approaches you. What were you saying?
I was saying Oedipus seeing these people coming over, starts putting his armor in properly, like tucking things in, brushing off dirt or snow where they have been, making sure he looks very nice.
Gregory's definitely preening himself before they get too close. Getting feathers into alignment.
And Oedipus will stride forward and put out his hand to the first one.
He's a little like taken aback. He's like, oh, yes, hello there. Welcome.
Hello, I am the great.
Oh, sorry, I did not mean to cut you off there.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh,
You're maybe
no.
not used to practice.
Well, welcome to Thunderdon. You're not from around here, no?
No, I am Oedipus, the redoubtable defender of the humble folk, rider of the green sea, tamer of the wilds. Looks over at Kashmir, lover of women. Looks back, great protector of the western Brahimland, cleanser of the half-crag, and breaker of stone. And these, he points at the others, are the defenders of Humblewood. Odwald, Humblewood, which one was it? I've forgotten your title.
It's okay.
Well, it's just Odwald, actually.
Oh, just Odwald. Defenders of Odwald.
We do have all of Humblewood and Greater Humblewood, that vested interested heart.
He didn't seem.
Oh, and that's for Jico.
He didn't seem to even barely flinch at the name the Defenders of Humblewood, which is not something he used to in recent days. And he's like, Humblewood. I think I have a cousin in Humblewood, actually. Yes, I do. He's like, do you know Eric Softpaw?
I may have perhaps heard of him. I'm not sure. Tis a large area, but not nearly as large as this expanse up here seems to be.
Yes. Well, welcome to. Are you here for the first? Sorry, how rude of me. My name is Sven. Welcome to Thunderdon. Are you here for the festival? Are you here for the 12th night?
Oh, there's a festival on, is there? Not originally, but I am interested to see what customs you you have for this night? What is the reason for our celebration, Sven?
It is, we bring in the new year, and we celebrate great bounty, and we pray for a prosperous year and nice weather. Come on, follow me. We pray
yes,
great festival to the Amaranthine. You have the Amaranthine where you're from in Humblewood. I know this. We do things a little differently up here. Follow me.
I like
Let's
this.
go.
Would Oedipus know?
Of the festival?
Of what he's talking about. It's
This is all.
close.
This is a very, very. Hardly anyone goes to the Crystal
Okay.
Expanse. Yeah, this
Fantastic.
is. Yeah,
Because who would bother, right? Terrible tourism.
come on then. He leads you into town. As you do, you see that the streets are indeed lined with lanterns that seem to be burning with colored flames. He's like, "It's very, very pretty. Yes, we use powders to color the flames. It's very nice." He's like,
It's quite ingenious, yes.
well, follow me. We go to town center. I think the hunt is happening soon.
The
very,
hunt?
very fun. Yes. Big game. All the children and some adults even get in on it. We release the ice methods. We swat them. We grab the coin. It is good. It's good fun. Anyway, follow me. He's like, hungry. You must have had a long journey. You came over the ocean, yes?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Not that we could see much of it.
Some tea, Sven, darling.
Oh, we have tea. We have very good. You had pine tar tea before?
I can't say that I have, but I'm very interested in trying it.
Oh, it's delightful. Follow me. We'll get you some tea. There is food trucks up ahead. Sorry, not trucks. Food stands. What's a truck? Follow me. He leads you up. You see a busy town square up ahead. Market stalls set up all around. All sorts of local bird and humble folk moving around. Even I'm not going to give him a name yet because I know there's bear folk. You see bear folk like wandering around too.
Oh.
Everybody going around, just festivities, everyone drinking, a little bit of dancing, some music happening here and there being played, instruments, strange instruments you've never heard before. In the center of the town square, on what appears to be like this round stone dais, roughly 8 feet or so in diameter, there is a great, just pure block of ice, just crystal clear all the way through, cut into a perfect meter square cube sitting there. And a bunch of the folk are sort of gathered around it, sort of looking at it every now and then, breaking out into song and sort of swaying back and forwards around it.
I'm just gonna just nudge Sven and say,
What is the reason for the ice structure?
Oh, the Oracle will carve our great ice sculpture tonight. Her hand guided by the rhythm of the Amaranthine, and that it will reveal the name of the year.
Yes, a foretelling.
Yes, divination magic, I think they call it. Yes, beautiful ritual. You should come see it later on.
Yes, I look forward.
Yes, happens at midnight tonight. Yeah, you guys have arrived at very opportune moment, almost as though you were supposed to get here today. But follow me.
Yes, it's almost like it is a divine hand moving our party through a rather large world and at his whim and getting us here in time for a celebration. Almost, not quite.
He makes his way over to one of the stands nearby. He's like, Ilda! This very large, rotund bear folk turns around. Her fur as white as the snow outside. It's like, oh, hello, Sven. He's like, oh, new friends, eh? Shiny, oh, you look cold. Especially you, little one, like pointing at Kashmir. Like, you need some, you need to get yourself some warm clothes.
Yes, please.
Yeah, here, tea. Everybody have some tea. It warm you up, and we'll organize some clothes for you.
Oh, yes, that would be
Thank you.
wonderful.
She like just sits down straight away and she makes herself comfortable. You know, shaking the snow off her spines.
She begins handing out tea and turns to Sven. She's like, Sven, go get them some clothes. Where are your manners? He scuttles off into the crowd and disappears briefly. So, what brings you here? What brings you to Thunderdon?
We actually are here on a quest of sorts, seeking information. Kashi here has, do you have the book or not?
I don't think I grabbed it.
No.
But there's something that happened here, I believe, years and years and years ago. Do you know something called Calamity?
Calamity?
Or the Borealis?
Yes, the Ice Titan. You refer to the Ice Titan tale.
Yes. Yeah, I'll pull out my staff, the Shard of Calamity.
Yeah, as you pull it out and the heat begins to just sort of wash off you and basically warms everyone within like a 5-foot vicinity of you. Oh, that is very powerful magic you have there.
Yes, it's a piece of Calamity. Obviously, it's quite dangerous. But we are seeking some kind of artifact that was related to the Titans.
You are referring to the Keystone, no?
Well, yes. How much do you know about this?
Oh, it is a tale that everybody knows. The tale of the Ice Titan enslaved by the heroes of Thunderdon centuries ago. But we tell it to our children to get them to sleep at night and to teach them.
Doesn't sound like a very child-friendly tale.
It teaches them that even the person of smallest stature can rise to great deeds.
Is there any information about where this artifact could be today?
Well, yes, we keep it in the meat hall.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Yes, it is town elders. Right, as new town elder takes over, he takes possession of the Keystone.
Did you say mead hole or
Mead hole.
mead?
No, mead hole.
Mead, like for mead?
Meat.
No, meat.
To eat or to drink?
To drink, yes, but
Mead.
delicious.
Oh,
mead.
the mead hole. Oh, right.
Can we have it?
I am sorry. What the hell? I must have little snow in my ears today. I thought I just heard you ask if you can have the Keystone.
I don't mean to be rude, but well, we might need it soon.
At this point, Sven comes back through the crowd. A big armful of enormous tanned fur leather coats for each of you.
I'll gladly accept.
Magnificent. Thank you so much. Is this a gift, or would you like us to pay? I'm happy to pay.
No, of course, no payment required, my friend. This is our way.
That's good. I seem to left my wallet and my other owl as well. It's fine. Take that.
This very generous of you, Sven. Thank you.
So much, Sven.
Sven, these people would like to take the Keystone. I'm sorry, what? I think I misheard that. I might have some fish in my ear from earlier today. I'm sorry, hold on. I heard you just say they want Keystone.
Well, I would like to see it, just to garner some information from it, if that's okay. We'll talk to the elders, possibly, and provide an explanation to them as to why we would like to be looking at this keystone, but yes, it is important for the defense of the Humblewood, and possibly just the greater area around, even the Crystal Expanse.
Okay, well, this sounds like a bit above my pay grade, but I can introduce you to Town Elder.
Yes, that would be lovely, but perhaps maybe some tea and rest is in order first.
Of course, warm your bones.
Yes.
And, well, the hunt begins soon. Perhaps you would like to come join in on the festivities.
Yes, I absolutely would love. Yes. When is it now or?
Oh, little time. Sit, warm yourselves, enjoy Hilda's tea, and maybe I'll go find some food. Yes, you look hungry.
That would be
Darling, if you had
delightful.
some biscuits,
Yes.
that would be delightful.
Or something heavier.
Rum. Is that what you meant, Kashmir, or?
Well, I meant something like a nice hearty stew, but
Oh, yes, of course.
My wife makes a delicious fish stew. I get for you.
that's not what
Yes.
Chris wanted. But he will graciously.
She has store over other side of town center. I go get for you. Right there.
I'm going to make myself comfortable in this area and take all of my excess equipment off, basically. And as I take my stuff off, I notice that I've got my shield that's kind of strapped half to my side, half to my back that I never really use. And I'm going to look over at Oedipus and say, Oedipus,
Yes.
I can't help but notice
friend.
that you might find this of better use than me, perhaps. It's something
what
that
is
I
this?
rarely use. I'll hold up my shield. It is my Aegis that I use.
It's a fantastic shield. Are you sure you do not want it?
I feel like it's something that is meant to be used, and well, I just don't.
This shield seems special in some way. I can tell by just by looking at it. Are you sure you want to part with such an item, such an artifact?
Well, I feel like in these coming days we may need some kind of protection beyond that, which I can provide with just my spells.
Oedipus puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Thank you." Does this shield have a name?
I call it my Aegis, but you can call it what you wish.
I look at it. Oedipus puts it up into the light, spins it around. Is it like a what kind of shield does it look like?
A heater. It's like slightly pointy at one end.
Ooh, he's like holds it in his hand, kind of. This is excellent. I think it'll be fantastic while I'm riding on my from Frederico. I think I'll name it after you. I think I'm gonna call it Kashmir, the Aegis of companionship, and it will forever remind me of how you will protect me, and I to protect you, through you. It's a bit confusing, but the ballads will make sense of it.
That sounds lovely, darling.
He just throws his other shield out the door and just starts weighing it out, testing it, and then pulls out his lance and thrusts with it, and then looks at it and goes, "Oh wait, I forgot." And he looks at the end. You don't know anyone in town who might be able to fix acid damage to weapons, do you? Wait,
sorry,
why am I was asking Kashmir.
I just look at you confused.
Oh wait, that's right. You're new here too. Sven. Thank you.
He went to
It's a
get.
great gift.
Sven is, you see at this point, he's stumbling over, like juggling 4 deep bowls of fish stew. He's like, oh, thanks.
Gregory's gonna move over and get 2 of them to lighten his load a little bit.
Oh, thank you, my friend. I spilled a little bit on the child back there. But
Oh, they probably loved it.
3rd degree burns.
he comes over.
Just say it's part of the festival.
My friends, eat up. Catch of the day.
What did they catch?
The day.
Is that a fish from this part?
Not sure.
You see his ears sort of perk up as you say that, Gregor, and he's like, "Oh, that is very deep saying. Is that you make that up, or is that something of yours?" If you do not catch fish, if you do not catch fish, at least you caught the day.
Yes, it's an old one, but my grandfather used to say it to me when we were out in the forests. I've not heard it said in years.
Are there any fish in the forest?
You're obviously not a very good forester then, are you, Celia? Because of course there are fish in the forest. There's rivers in the forest. There's many fish swim through.
Very poetic, you Southerners. I like it.
Yep, that's where we get our charm from.
Bullet check.
Right, is everybody bellies full? Nice and warm?
Yeah, Oedipus is lapping it up, just...
How do you enjoy the pine tea?
Oh, it's lovely. I've never
Is
had
it-
such tea.
Is it actually nice?
Yeah, it is. You notice it seems to has this sort of little bit of a sour aftertaste and sort of sticks to your teeth a little bit, leaves like a congealment of sap on your teeth, but it's actually quite calming.
I think Kashi is thinking, this isn't tea, this is just hot leaf juice.
It's like you hear sort of a bell ringing softly from the next block over across the building. He's like, "Oh, that is Hunt! Hunt is about to begin! Come on, friends!"
Yes, let's go.
Bowl down. Gregory's following as fast as he can. He
Did
wants to
Gregory
sort this
leave
world
anything? Did Gregory leave anything in the bowl?
Yes, he did.
Alright, I will eat it.
Oedipus tries to run faster than anyone else. He really wants to succeed in this hunt, whatever it is.
Celia's
He calls
just
Frederica
hopping
over
along.
and does a legless mount.
Yes, of course. You are guests. You must enter the hunt.
Oh, is that a tradition? Sure. It's not lethal in any way, is it?
Oh, of course not. Though. Well, maybe for the methods, but
Well, yes.
yes, I
Let's
digress.
go.
He leads you into basically the next block over, and there's sort of another open area between a very sort of jovial tavern you pass with loud music and dancing and cheering coming from inside, and then to a clearing next to it with a frozen river very, very slowly flowing underneath a bridge. Colored lanterns lighting up the entire block. There's a crowd gathered on the other side of the bridge with a very wide and tall Mapak standing on a soapbox and in front of a very large crate. He's like, "Oh, that is Village Elder. That is Norek. He's about to release the methods. Come on, quickly! Norek! We have
What is
out-of-town
plan?
guests. They wish to join in on the hunt." "Oh, yes, of course then. Bring them over." He's very loud, booming voice over the top of the crowd. He's like,
Yes, let us hunt, I guess. Show us these methods you're talking about.
What do we do with them?
"All right, well, it is a little competition. Norek will open the crate. Ice methods come out all over the place. Usually they just try to run. Sometimes maybe they get a little bit violent, but they're easy to deal with. The children try to hit the ice methods with the hammer, and they drop coin."
Oh. And is it you get the most coins or something, or?
Yes, most coins winner.
Oh, yes, that's excellent. Gregory's just
Of course,
gonna.
You could swing that hammer there, hanging from your side, and the rest of you, it's okay. You don't have to use hammer. You can hit them with stick or.
Does it drop more coins if you hit it harder?
No, they only hold one coin each.
Oh, okay. Not to worry.
Oedipus will...
How many?
Oh, I actually have I forgot I have a map for this for visuals.
Oh my
god!
Oh
Oh,
my god, this is fantastic. This is beautiful, Josh. Oh my god.
Ooh.
So the crowd
Sorry,
is,
I've stopped looking at my portrait.
the the crowd is bigger than former packs, but I'm just gonna have 4 in this this game.
I charge them. Now, Oedipus, after hearing that they can use their mallets and stuff, he will draw Serenity, Bringer of Lost Hope, out and in one hand, and in his other hand he'll have Kashmir, Aegis of Companionship.
Name the shield after Kashmir.
Yeah,
Okay.
I said my shield is named Kashmir, Aegis of Companionship.
He's
my shield, the 90s
Noric's
shield.
voice booms over the crowd one more time. All right, children, ready? 3,
Yes.
2, 1. He turns and with a hammer hits a latch on the side of the crate and it falls open. Ice mephits just burst out in an enormous swarm and begin to just zip all over the block, all over the. Some of them instantly just fly upwards and just disappear into the sky and just fuck off completely. But most of them not smart enough to do that. They're just zipping around wildly in there. Some of them cross over the river to the other side. Some of them just straight into the crowd of people. But, everybody roll for initiative.
Let's do this.
Ooh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oedipus, you know you can do better.
I'm gonna click myself. Hang on. How do I click for initiative again?
Click the big initiative button.
Where the fuck am I? There we go. No? Did it do it?
Yeah, that did it.
Oops, I must have clicked
Oh.
it again, sorry.
Oh, you just cooked yourself.
Oh, cooked it. That's alright. I'll take this 15.
Thank you for the follow, Jabil178. Welcome aboard. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
Another using another dynamic dungeons animated map here.
It's fantastic. Oh my god, it's beautiful. If you zoom all the way out, just all the snow on this side of the map, the lights flickering, even the water underneath the ice moving. It is beautiful. Josh, thank you for
I
making
just
me hate
noticed that.
Roll20 even
Oh.
more.
Alright.
It's so beautiful.
And oh no, I forgot the commoners.
The commoners.
There we go.
I'm just gonna sick. Yep. I hear Christmas bells. Is that the music? We got battle music?
I'm gonna stop the battle music for this one 'cause it's not really a life-threatening situation.
Oh no, if you bring up Sirenscape, I've got some.
Oh, okay.
possible-
I do have it open, but nothing's playing. Do I need to reboot?
Ah, no. If you've got it open, this is was supposed to be the intro music, but we'll use it.
All right, Gregory, it's your turn.
Oh, yes,
Alright. I'm gonna charge at this guy. What's my move speed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 feet. Ugh.
Oh, it's so
Actually-
holiday.
Give me a sec. Is that bless? What's bless do? No, attack roll. Alright, don't worry. And that is gonna be my turn, I guess.
All right. Celia.
She's not quite sure if she's really ready or to, hunt. She thinks she's a little bit too old for this, but she's gonna have a little go at it. She's gonna, I guess.
Okay, maybe it's a bit too much.
It's fine. It's fine.
Can I? How far can I get? Can I get to him? Or
Yeah.
should I move towards, the one over here, and I'm just gonna try and bonk it on the head with the quarterstaff. Let's see. Did it work?
Or
Yeah. You give it a heckin' bonk for 5 damage.
Does it drop a coin?
He doesn't. He clamps it in his hand and turns around very, very angrily. He looks pissed.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Alright. There's nothing else I can do? No, I don't think so.
Alright, some of the children move north and begin accosting the one up above you guys. Oedipus, it's your turn.
Oedipus, he will charge in with on the back of Frederico and attack this creature with advantage because it is, I presume, smaller than him.
It is small, yes.
Okay, and I'll be using my Etheris, Bringer of Eternal Justice. Ooh, 20 for a 14.
14 damage. You skewer it deeply. It howls in pain, and then drops the coin and just tries to begins to try to flap away.
Oh, it didn't die?
No, it did not die.
Holy shit, with 14.
Are we supposed to kill them?
No, you're supposed to get the coins off him, but the one that you bonked, Celia, it turns around and very angrily and breathes, inhales deeply, and then exudes a 15-foot cone of air that sweeps over Gregory as well. I need dexterity saving throws from both of you. You have both passed. You take half damage. You take 1 damage each. It's just a minor inconvenience. Most of the children seem distracted, costing the northern one. Kashmir, it's your turn.
So I get the impression that if I completely destroyed these methods, they would be slightly unhappy with me.
Roll an insight check. You see that the mob of children above you seem to be beating the one they've cornered to a pulp. So.
Holy, what the
Oh my lord! Where?
Right there.
Oh no.
Oh my god. How big is that? It's 20 foot, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't remember.
My methods.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It
that's
goes,
sick.
does it hit that? It'll hit my one too.
Alright, roll for 27 damage. I guess say roll reflex
Oh,
saving
yeah.
throws, yeah?
I do, dex saves, yep.
Dex, yep. You got a fail, and a pass. So 2 of them, the top 2 instantly just burn up. Also, and the bottom one takes half damage. The top, so there's the view's obscured for a second. Luckily, you targeted a clearing where there was no commoners just meandering about, but there's an explosion of heat and light as the fireball expands and contracts and disappears. All the snow in the vicinity of the blast has dissolved as well. There's like a stream of water flowing into the river from the melted snow. You spot 2 iron coins sitting among 2 charred effort corpses. The third one, severely burnt, yeets his coin to the ground and begins to ascend to escape.
That was me holding the shard of calamity, by the way, and firing a fireball out of it. So I'm just gonna kind of look at the shard in a bit of disbelief, like, oh, maybe it's a bit more powerful than I intended that to be. Whoops!
Well, there is like some screams from some commoners around as well. It was like, oh, a couple of people were like ran for it.
I think a little bit embarrassed. I'm gonna go hide behind Gregory.
The one engaged with you, Oedipus, disengages and just ascends. Just fucks right off. And unless anyone's gonna chase any of the ones that have... Oh no, there's still one
Certainly.
going toe to toe with Susan.
Who?
Sorry, Celia.
Celia.
Who am I? Come on, man. She's gonna. Oh wait, no. Is it her turn again?
It's Gregory's turn.
No.
There's a step through and just pummel this thing in front of him. Kashi set the precedent. Gregory's following it up.
You actually missed Gregory. It's flat. Just gives a hot. Well, your second one hits actually.
There we go.
Yep. Look. Is that two-handed?
Yeah.
Yep. You give it a heckin' bonk. Celia, it's your turn. The thing is, it dropped the coin when Gregory bonked it.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Gust on it to like push it up to about like 10 feet away if I can.
Yep. That'll work.
Just to get it back for what it did.
Yep. You gust it and it's like, there's no save involved, is there? This one last, yeah.
I don't
Strength save.
Strength saving throw. Alright.
I like their
Well,
names.
he's got a terrible saving throw, but still rolled a 16. So,
Bastard.
what's your saving throw, DC? Be at the top of your spells column.
14.
14. Yeah, he resists it. He's just like, yeah! His cheeks are like flapping in the wind, and as he like flaps his harness against this gust of wind you've launched at him.
Good. I'm gonna try and snatch the coin. Can I snatch the coin?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that-
easy enough to snatch. He's next. He disengages and ascends. Meanwhile, the children have easily beaten the one down up in the corner as well. So you get. Well, no one has gone to collect the coins from the ones that Kashmir immolated.
I'm not going for those coins. I don't want to be associated with that. Whoops.
So you guys have
Gregory's
I'll
gonna.
get him.
2 coins.
Okay, Celia's gonna.
Casimir,
yeah.
they're the trophies for
gonna go.
your kills. Why don't you pick them up?
I didn't mean to do so much damage.
You clearly destroyed them. That was the idea of this. I merely poked one and it flew away.
But remember, there are also children playing, and I didn't mean to ruin the fun for the children.
Oedipus looks over and like scans the
Children
area.
need
He's
a
like,
bit of fear, darling.
"Oh, yes, and it doesn't look like there's any
That's how
burnt
they
corpses
learn.
of children over there. I think there's only burnt
Oh,
ice misfits. Misfits? Misfits.
Make it-
There's two
Misfits, yes.
misfits.
Yes.
Thank you.
Misfits.
Misfits. Anyway, I say you won. Well done, Kashmir.
I am not grabbing any of the coins.
I grabbed them. Celia grabs them.
Celia hobbles over and grabs a coin. So you guys have collected a total of 5 coins. So eventually,
Ah, yes, we win. Eat it, kids.
Oh, kids!
Shit.
eventually, the crowd gathers again around Norik. He's like, all right, he's checking everyone's numbers. He's like, okay. Okay, everybody listen up, listen up. Young Sergio here has collected 4 coins. Has anyone done better than young Sergio?
I look at Celia and just shake my head. No, don't take this away from this poor kid.
Nah, fuck it. She's gonna go. Oh yes, we have 5.
Oh my god.
Oh no, Celia.
He's like,
No, Celia, did you miscount that? I think you've only got 4, right?
I have
Yes,
3.
you've only got 3.
And of course, Kashmir killed 2 of them, so he has the 2 gold from that one.
No, I picked his up.
Yes, the big fireball. Did you all see it? That was him.
I did.
Master
I got
visities.
none. So
Yes,
I'm
I tried to
sorry,
kebab mine, but mine flew off.
Actually,
Congratulations to the young chap.
Yeah.
Yes, congratulations, Sergio. He picks him up and like sits him on his shoulder and is like, 3 cheers for Sergio, everybody! Hip hip!
Hurrah!
The crowd disperses and you see Norek trudging through the snow over towards you guys. The sound of his enormous size 13 boots as they stomp through the snows. Welcome to Thunderdon!
Can you say that once more, please? It sounded like welcome to Dunderdon.
I cannot. I actually can't.
Thank you for trying at least.
Well, welcome
Hey.
to town, my friends. Where do you hail from?
Thank you.
I am the great
we're-
Oedipus from the Brahimland.
Yes, from Humblewood.
I'm from. Where am I from?
You're from
Very in character.
very character, yeah. He's like, well, it has been a long time since we have visitors from the Humblewood. What brings you to Thunderdon?
We actually have a slight request of you, Norek. Kashmir, would you regale him of what you read in the journal?
Well, you know that artifact thing that you've got? What is it called?
The keystone.
Yes, that's
Yes,
it.
yes, yes.
Well, we think it may be linked with something to do with
Thank you very much.
the Borealis that originated from these lands centuries ago.
Borealis.
Yes.
Like you refer to the Aurora.
I refer to the Ice Titan that roamed
Oh, the
this
Ice
land.
Titan, of course, yes. Lovely tale we tell our children.
I mean, I'm afraid it's no tale. I'm not sure if you still believe that it's true, but, well, it is.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. So you're from Humblewood. You have come here to Thunderdon because of the Ice Titan, and you wish to have a look at our precious keystone, yes?
Yes, that's right.
That's about someone's job, yes, yes.
More or less, maybe a little bit extra, but later.
Oh, well, very good, very good. A bit busy with the festival.
Oh, yes, I wonder if we would don't want to bother you just immediately. Well, perhaps after the festival night's festivities, we can continue the pursuit of our conversation.
Yes, I'd be most happy to give you an audience of the keystone. Perhaps after the carving.
Yes, most looking forward to that as well. It was at midnight, was it?
Yes, yeah. Pretty close, actually,
yes,
I think. Perhaps we should head to the town center.
Yes, lead on, if you will,
I'm
Elder.
just going to go find some tea. I will be right back, boys. Don't mind me.
As Norek leads you guys back towards the town center, the wind sort of picks up a little bit. A bit of mist begins to drift in between the streets and squares. Even Norek sort of pulls his fur coat like up tightly around his neck. He's like, whoa.
Yes, it's quite chilly.
Yes, it's... the wind is picking up a little bit, no?
Is it normally this cold at this time of year, Narek?
Well, yes. And no. He just continues
This is
walking.
very ambiguous.
Continues walking and out. You see the crowd has gathered sort of very starting to pack in very tightly around this dais in the center of the town square. You spot a sort of Gerbine standing in a robe up on the dais, pacing around the cube of ice with a wand in her hand. She has her, much like the white-furred bear folk, her fur is super white, whiter even than the snow around. The crowd's just sort of murmuring amongst themselves. Norek turns to you four. Alright, I'll have to get you to wait here, yes. I must go commence the ceremony. We'll talk afterwards.
Certainly, yes. Of course, by all means. Good luck.
Pretty much a good foot or two higher than most people in the crowd, except for the bear folk. He sort of marches his way to the front as the crowd parts and then stands up on the dais.
What was he again, sorry?
He's a Mapak, but he's just a very, very
Mapak,
big,
yeah.
very big,
Very large Mapak, yeah.
Extremely
Yeah,
large.
sorry.
Sort of his size and barrel-chestedness kind of gives you flashbacks to Crawl, the huge Mapak bandit that you guys dispatched in the forest.
Ooh.
He's like, "Citizens of Thunderdon, welcome! But tonight is a very special 12th night. We have friends from outside town." He gestures to you guys. The crowd
hello.
Every single head in the crowd just sort of like slowly turns and like glances at you guys.
Greetings.
One of
Awkwardly
them,
wave.
it is the little spiky one who is good with fire. He make the big boom.
I pat him on the back quite vigorously. Yeah. I hurt my hand. I will take 1 damage.
No, you'll take 2d4 damage, thank you.
Okay, we'll roll it. Fuck.
Just impaled on the spine.
Oh, I forgot about that. Sorry, catch me.
Oh. Join me, friends, family, guests, as we ring in the new year. The Oracle here will commune with the rhythm of the Amaranthum and bring us another beautiful sculpture. He turns to the Gerbine. She sort of goes to her knees in front of the sculpture, sort of raises her hands to the sky. Everyone standing around the dais all does the same. They all get to their knees and raise their hands skyward.
I'll
Oedipus goes on
emulate
one
them.
knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, goes on one knee.
Yeah, we'll follow suit.
You see, as you drop to your knees, you see that the mist around the square seems to be getting thicker. A fog seems to be rolling in, and it seems to be getting colder, and snow begins to fall thicker. The Gerbine, there is a streak of blue light from the sky, zips down from the sky, zips down vertically, straight down, strikes the Gerbine. There's a small crack, followed by a sort of electrical feedback. She gets to her feet and begins to twirl and dance around the ice cube, waving the wand around, which is giving off this show of blue flame. And she seems to be weaving it around the ice in such a way that it's melting it in different places. And this goes on for a few minutes. The crowd, at this point, they've brought their hands back down. They're just sort of oohing and ahhing, still on their knees, as the Gerbine continues to weave around and round. Eventually, a great bipedal beast seems to be taking shape from the ice. Sorry, not bipedal, quadrupedal. More and more detail, unnatural detail for the fact that it's being just melted. Eventually, she finishes her work, and standing in front of you is a great crystalline ice mammoth. Norik turns to the crowd. He's like, "By the power invested in me as village elder, I pronounce this Year of the Mammoth." The crowd sort of erupts into a great cheer and applause, whistling.
Yeah.
Yes.
As this is happening,
Excellent.
the wind picks up even more. Snow begins to belt down on everyone at high speeds. Mist becomes very, very thick. A blizzard has all of a sudden set in the town center. The cheering sort of turns to like worried murmuring, and then sort of a sort of scattering as people run over to like fix stalls, like market stalls down, or collapse them, or just
Food
trying to
trucks
make things
rolling around.
trying to make things safe. You see Norik just sort of like head turned, gazing around, just looking confused at this sudden change of weather that's rolled in. He sort of makes his way through the crowd to you four, and he's like, "I am sorry, my friends. I think I may have to assist with getting everybody safe."
That's fine. Do you need our help to do anything?
Yes.
Maybe. Perhaps
Okay.
you could help with. All of a sudden, he's interrupted by the crack of an enormous, loud roar that you can hear even over the sound of the wind of the blizzard. Oh no!
Or
Anyone that hears it sort of stops what they're doing and just sort of turns and starts looking around up in the sky. Panic sets in, people being screaming and running indoors, running for cover, ducking under wagons. As you warily watch to the sky, all of a sudden you see, almost out of nowhere, as it dips through this the fog and the violent wind and the snow. Creating?
my 3 companions, not me.
Okay. All of a sudden, you just see this great mass of white, leathery wings and scales descend out of the fog. It sort of accosts the giant mammoth, the giant ice mammoth in the center of the town square. You see it descend, enormous talons wrapping around this statue. And then it sort of reveals itself, the wings part, sort of stick upwards, and then sort of reveals its true form. You see a sleek white dragon. Blue flames just sort of spewing from the gap. Not like it's not breathing fire, but you see like just blue embers spewing from
dribbling
the corners.
out, yeah.
Dribbling from the corners of its mouth.
Yes,
And its bright blue eyes just piercing the fog
Blue eyes,
as it gaze around. It sort of retracts its wings once more, and then gives a great heave and begins to ascend, flapping heavily, carrying this ice mammoth up and up into the fog. And it disappears as quick as it came.
Well, that was literally
Nodic.
anticlimactic.
Does this happen every year?
Norik sort of stumbles over to you, like shielding his eyes from the blizzard. And he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna stop the festival noises 1 sec. There we go. Ah, Horson! White Dragon, he has stolen the idol! He sort of like just stands there, like gazing upwards in the wind.
You know of this beast?
He lives in the mountains north of town.
Oedipus will get on top of Frigigo. Go. we can bring back this creature. Its
What
head.
What happens if the idol doesn't stay in town?
We will be cursed. We will suffer cruel weather like this for the rest of the year.
That's not good. That was the wrong character.
After Oedipus's offer to bring its head, he turns to Oedipus. He sort of reaches inside his jacket for a second, fumbles with this pair of goggles that he slides over his eyes. He's like, "You do this for us? Friend from the south?"
If my name isn't Oedipus,
Do it.
Say the whole
the
thing.
redoubtable, defender of the humble folk, rider of the green sea, tamer of the wilds, looks at Kashmir, a lover of women, the great protector of the great Bohem land, cleanser of the half-crag, breaker of stone, and slayer of dragons.
He's sort of like,
Yeah, and he rides off to the northeast.
Oh shit!
he turns to
Slayer dragon.
he turns to the other three of you and he's like, "What did he say? I didn't hear him over the wind."
He's
Said we'll get your idol
irrelevant.
back. We'll get your idol back.
Yes, I'm not sure how we'll move it, but we'll get it back. Let's go, I guess.
If you do this for us, friends from the south, the keystone is yours.
Oh.
Well, more so reason for us to get it back for you then,
Try not to look
Kashi,
outside of this.
Celia.
I am.
Alonzi.
Let us follow this reckless friend of ours.
Can we take the owls?
The owls have fucked off. They as soon as you landed, they turned around and flew off when you guys landed and headed back to Humblewood.
Fuck it. Fuck them out.
Because you have your medallions to get back,
Useless
so
as the Eagles in Lord of the Rings.
you didn't need them anymore. But
I'm gonna.
Norek turns. He's like, "Wait, follow me first."
Okay.
Hold up.
Hold on.
Oedipus, Frederick.
I realize I may not know the way.
He leads you over like a street away, and then pushes over like this great storage shed. He heaves the wooden door open and rummages around inside and comes back out with a sack of sort of provisions and other things. He hands it to you. He's like, "Here, climbing gear. You will need it. Goggles for your eyes too."
Climbing
have
He's
again.
claiming.
Leave the ground, do we?
He lives very
Well,
high.
technically, climbing isn't really leaving the ground. I guess it's more like the ground is just vertical, right?
I guess you're right, Gregory.
Do you have any potions that will allow someone to just walk up a mountain? Just curious.
No, just climbing gear.
Okay. Anything for the for wolf size?
He said no. He said no.
What? I think we're not fighting a dragon again together, Federico. I know it is your birthday present, but one day.
He gives you guys directions which way to go. He says to head north. You pass through a great snowy canyon, and then you'll see the mountain of you'll see the wall of ice. You must ascend with the cave at the top.
All right. Well, shall we sally forth? Kaji, you can jump on the back of my my great steed Federico if he puts out a hand towards you.
There's Susan, if you want to mount my elk.
What is my name?
Celia, sorry, you look the same. I'm sorry, it's cold and I'm tired. Celia, would you like to ride this majestic elk to a destination?
Yes.
he doesn't get your name wrong.
I hope not. What was your name again?
Lightfeather.
Gregory?
Grog.
You have had a long journey. Perhaps you would like to rest before going.
No,
Just
maybe getting the idol back post haste is probably the best decision.
And we
let us
slept
go.
a night ago. It is fine. Yeah.
Alright, you guys taking off then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't use any important spells. We'll be fine.
Alright, so not a lot of detail in the map, but you guys strike out into the snow. It's slow going. The blizzard just continues raging through the night. You guys trudge through a great tundra. First through a brief sort of pine forest with sort of tundra area that's slowly getting covered with fresh powder as you progress. It gets harder and harder to walk. Luckily, he provided you in the bag, as well as climbing gear with
Tennis rackets.
snowshoes. Yeah,
Yes.
with the snowshoes to get to make the trudging easier.
I fix him to Rodrigo's feet when it gets too tough.
Eventually, you emerge from the pine forest and just sort of a great open tundra in front of you. You carry on by. Well, what are you doing for a light source, actually?
I'll cast Produce Flame.
May not fare too well in the blizzard. Someone knows dancing lights, don't they? Or...
Yeah, I do. But I was wondering if anyone else had anything else they wanted to do.
No.
Oedipus is funny, he has dark vision.
So I'll cast dancing lights and make them just bob and weave ahead of us so that they light the path.
Right. So you eventually, even with the dancing lights, just the thick fog, the raging snow makes visibility super hard. You guys trek and eventually up ahead you see the dancing lights reveal a great sort of stone wall in front of you and a crevice running through it, a canyon. Seems to be the only possible traversable way through.
I'll push Rodrigo into the cabin.
We can't go under it. We have to go through it.
I've heard that once before.
Yes.
It's slow going through the canyon. Some of the twists and turns are very tight. You know, Frederico sort of has to like squeeze and sort of and maybe even like sort of jump over like certain obstacles just to get
Well,
his
I told
large
you not-
mass through.
I told you not to eat
Is
that
it
pig before we
relatively
left.
sheltered?
It is less sort of violent, but it's still just as much snow spewing down and ruining visibility. You guys trek your way through. One second.
Ooh.
Oh shit, I forgot to fix my lens. You'll be fine. It's fine. Tell me it's fine, Kashi. It's fine.
What happened to your lance?
It got
I stabbed
eaten
the
by
I
Black
stabbed
pudding.
that slime, and the slime did damage to it. Remember?
Mm.
Remember, like it was 2 days ago. Possibly 3. I think it was 2.
I remember it like it was 3 weeks ago.
Was it 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not good at memory.
Everyone just call out your passive perceptions for me.
12.
0,
100.
And by 12 I mean 10.
13.
10.
Left side underneath saving throws.
14.
13? Passive perception?
14.
14?
Mm-hmm. Those look like some good chicken wing.
Right,
They look like some good chicken wing.
as you push out into a particularly open bit of canyon of the crevice, it sort of widens up a little bit. But you seem to be at a junction of sort of multiple directions that you can go. When Frederico sniffs the air and begins to growl.
Easy, boy. What have you found?
All four of you sort of glance up, and you notice on two sides of you, two enormous dark shadows prowling on the edges of the crevasse. Definitely stalking you.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can kind of make out the mass to see if it's like a wolf, if it's
Alright, roll a perception.
like, just take out the shape of it. Ooh. What kind of shape?
It's like
20.
you would say it seems almost humanoid, if not for its enormous mass.
Seems
Spot-
to be
yeah, you
humanoid.
can see
Throw
head.
my death.
You can see head and shoulders and horns.
Yeah, I'll throw my dancing lights up there, Josh.
All right. 1 sec.
We are being stalked by some strange-looking creatures. Humanoid in look, but also they have horns.
What's the
Guard yourselves.
what's the radius on dancing light?
5 foot? 10 foot. Dim light only, though. Not bright light.
Oh no, it was only dim light.
Neither.
Nope, not 85.
I'm just gonna put the other two just sort of in your general vicinity.
Probably slightly ahead of me, if that makes a difference.
Alright, as Kashmir points his hand and directs two of the dancing lights, and they sort of glide through the air silently, and then all of a sudden cast dim light on these two enormous monstrosities that once the dim light sort of once the dancing lights go sort of in their proximity and reveal them from the shadows, they both stand up on the rock structure and let out an enormous bellow. Roll for initiative.
Oh,
Oh, this is not good rolls, lads. Oh,
Josh.
Oh dear! Oh dear!
oh my god, you
Yes?
still got the. Also, Kashi has dancing lights, doesn't he? Or he has his little thing, right?
What thing?
Didn't you have a light source, Kyle?
Yeah, that is the light sources are around on the map.
Oh, right.
Did you mean produce flame?
Yeah, your produce flame
Because-
thing.
No, that's a different.
Okay, don't worry. Alright.
Alright, well, they rolled pretty piss poor as well.
Huh.
So, Kashmir, you have initiative.
I think as soon as this dancing light moves across the front of the this beast, whatever it may be, Kashi is going to go full defensive mode and just throw up a wall of flame directly in front of it, so it can't get through. Using the staff thing,
Oof.
calamity, and I'll use my sorcery to reroll damage.
Alright, the one, this one?
Yeah, that one there. So I'll put the... Sorry. I kind of just said that without checking exactly what Wall of Flame does, but 60 foot long, 20 foot high. Yeah, so just like that.
Okay. Jonas, you can use the drawing tool to draw it in if you like.
Yes, I can.
I did not have the animation already. Oh, actually, what's the width of it?
1 foot. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just put...
Yeah, sweet.
So it says, I make it one side of the wall to deal 5d8 fire damage to each creature.
It rolled
When the wall moves. Yeah.
It rolled a 1 on its dexterity saving throw, so it takes 19 damage.
Well, I'm going to reroll some of those.
Okay, right.
I'll reroll the 1 and the 2.
Oh,
Nice.
So that's plus 8 to that, so 27.
You mean -3 then +8?
Yeah.
Minus 3 then plus
Plus
11.
Yeah. So,
27.
24?
27.
27.
19 -3 then +8?
Plus 11.
No, 19 minus 3 plus
Oh,
11.
it's 11, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 27.
Sorry,
Kyle took 3 from
8 and
11.
3. 8 and 3.
87. Alright, you hear it's sort of stumbles backwards, shielding its eyes, its fur singeing. It lets out an enormous howl of pain that everyone can hear over the sound of the blizzard. Gregory, it's your turn.
Also, Josh, just the dancing lights disappear when I cast that.
Oh, okay, well, that's not good.
So I imagine the wall of fire emits some light. But yes, everything else disappears.
It's a pretty big flame. I'll say
how much could you guys see before that? Was it like not much at all?
It wasn't much more. It was slightly less actually than what's up there at the moment.
I could see the other one.
Because I do not do. I have dark vision.
All right.
I can see all of it, so it's not a.
Oh, that is bright.
Well, I thought it would be. That's actually I feel like that's very realistic.
alright.
Yeah, just this huge wall of flame.
Yes, Gregory.
I can't see this one over here anymore. Can
Yeah,
I see
you've
this?
lost sight of it as the lights went out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's. I'm looking at your view now. That's nasty.
Alright, I'm going
Can't see
to ready myself and an action. Waiting for attack, standing next to Celia.
Alright. Well, you get your chance as it is sort of a great flying leap as it launches itself off the stone platform and directly at you, arms outstretched with 2 enormous claws. Take your attack.
Yeah, let's fucking do it. Boom. And boom.
That is a hit. Is this 1 or 2-handed?
One-handed, I got my shield.
Alright, 1-handed, 9 damage. You clobber it.
Oof.
You clobber it again.
Nice.
Doubling down on the swing this time. You sort of
With a
stop.
crit too.
You sort of like stop at mid jump as you like clobber it once, clobber it twice, sort of giving it the smackdown. It stumbles backwards. It then locks eyes with you. You need to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh, that's when I roll a 2.
So it locks eyes with you. All of a sudden, you feel the coldness around you, as though you're just have no clothes between you and it. You begin to tremble with fear. You are paralyzed for 1 minute. take 18. I rolled 3 6s. 18 cold damage. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn to end the paralysis effect.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Oedipus, it's your turn.
Oedipus is going to help out his friend. Charges in to here and attacks him from there with his lance. 13.
That is a hit for 8 piercing damage.
And you just gotta strike him again.
Another hit for 14 piercing damage.
Yeah!
It howls out in pain, sort of clutching its claws against the 2 great gaping wounds you've pierced in its rib cage.
Take that before you fight against Heavy Feather again.
Celia, it's your turn.
I'm going to produce flame, and then I am going to yeet it at the one in front of us.
Alright, roll it.
Yeah, produce that flame.
I'm gonna give Celia a sidelong look and then look back at my wall of fire and then look back at her. I'll look back at my wall of fire.
She rolled an 8 to hit, so it is a miss. She produces a fistful of flame, hurls it at the Yeti. It sort of just like fizzes out mid-flight through the roaring, freezing wind and disappears, snuffs out.
It's the right idea, but you need to hit them, Celia.
I am trying! Get off me back!
The Yeti
Seamless.
on the other
Seamless.
side of the wall of fire, just arms up, shielding itself. It just sort of howls out in pain from the burning flames. You see through the licking flames, you see it turning tail and running back down the canyon.
Good. Now that is just one.
End of the round. Celia, it's your turn. She produces flame again.
I'd like to throw some flames at them.
Got it, Celia.
Thank you. I go, oh, tea.
Oh, a big hit this time. 24 of
Thank
10
you.
fire damage. This time she conjures a bigger fistful of flame and throws it harder with a little "nyah" sound. It hurls through the blizzard, collides with the Yeti. He just sort of goes up in flames. It catches his fur. It was sort of like the killing blow. He's already standing there like clutching the gaping wounds from Oedipus, and this flame just hits him and finishes him off and like engulfs him, and collapses to the floor of the canyon. Twitches for a bit, then goes limp.
Well done, Cecilia. I am a wise rhythm.
Just to fix the cameras.
Oh, okay. Well done, Cecilia. You did an excellent job. Yeah, no, it goes right, eh? I mean, it's seamless. We don't know.
So you guys, stop for a moment, collect yourselves. Gregory, a few seconds later, you sort of manage to just shake yourself free of the paralysis, and get control of your body back again.
Yep.
Thank you for the resub, the Savage 32 at tier 3, 7 months now. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it a lot. Alright, so
Single-handedly paying bills.
the Yeti that fled. God damn it, Adam.
I really didn't mean to this time.
Okay.
I was trying to type something in to say thank you, but my control button popped off, so I put it in and it control pasted. It's my. I'm sorry.
Don't believe that for a second.
Alright, you collect yourselves. You see that the Yeti that fled seems to have fled in the direction that you need to head. As you proceed down the canyon, you see that there is a slight trail of blood and it sort of goes down and then leads like up the canyon walls. He seems to have climbed out and fled. And you guys press on, eventually emerging on the other side of the canyon. In another just sort of, you just seem to be in an endless field of snow. You continue to trudge on and on. When up ahead, you spot several. What at first you sort of ready yourselves for a fight, is you spot several figures of varying size up ahead. You expect an attack, but nothing happens. None of them move. You creep forwards. You see that it seems to be several different creatures: yetis, mammoths, humblefolk, birdfolk, all frozen, like a field of trophies. You weave your way through them warily. Sort of petrified nature of them just makes your hair stand on end. Each of these things frozen at the exact way they were standing at their time of death.
Do they look frozen in the way like that they've been cut, like encased in blocks of ice, or do they look frozen like just they look almost like statues?
They look almost like statues, but they seem to have like stalagmites of ice like poking, like frozen off them on one side, as though, you know, like a strong wind or a breath of a dragon. You march on. Eventually, you come up against just what appears to be the wall of ice they were talking about. The base of a mountain. Possibly in warmer times, once a waterfall. Now just a sheer vertical climb of ice in front of you. What do you do?
I say my dearest goodbyes to Frederico.
It's time to go upwards, I guess.
Frederico, I must leave you again. I do apologize. But you are, unlike me, you were never right down the proper evolutionary line to be humanoids. One day I wish to be two together, can be humanoids and hang out together, but you sadly cannot climb mountains, so I'll see you in a little bit. Gives him a wink. Maybe you can find somewhere to hide, or maybe eat that yeti that we killed earlier. Or I'm not good at goodbyes. Okay. Oedipus starts climbing.
Yeah, we've got our climbing gear out.
You guys
I
get your
guess.
climbing gear
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Begin to ascend the ice. Need athletics checks from everyone. Just to speed it up a bit, we'll just do one from everyone with advantage because of the climbing gear.
Oh, okay, don't worry. Ignore that first one.
Oh yeah.
Unless it was good. In which case.
You got a crit in the first one, so that's fine.
Yeah, cool.
I got a 12.
Alright, everyone has succeeded. It's a long, arduous climb. Oedipus takes the lead, hammering
Oedipus.
in pittons here and there, and fixing anchor points for the rest of you as you follow him. You ascend for about 50 feet or so before you emerge onto a ledge up ahead. The mountain and the ice continue to ascend above you, but there appears to be a very purposeful cave entrance in front of you. Giant talon marks in the ice.
So, Cash, I think this would be a good time to use that big staff of yours and just really go for it.
Well, I do have a slightly better idea, and I will use an item that I've had for a long time. The Ring of Spell Storing, which has a 4th level Stellar Bodies
Bodies.
spell
Yep.
in it.
What is it?
And I'm not going to cast it yet, but as soon as I see anything, I will cast that immediately.
Alright.
I'll just be sitting there rubbing the ring, ready to cast it.
Alright, and what are we using for light source at the moment?
Well, dancing lights, but I will replace them with stellar bodies as soon as it is cast, because both of those spells cast dim light.
Oedipus draws his rapier and has Kashmir on his side and on his arm.
So you start. I can't remember what stellar bodies does light wise.
I basically get 2 little motes of light that orbit me and create dim light, and then I can throw them at people for extra damage.
Oedipus will lean over.
What radius?
This says dim light in a 10-foot radius centered on me when they orbit me. But yeah, I'll have the dancing lights out first, just floating in front of me.
You proceed down the cave entrance, a long, winding tunnel of ice. Quite beautiful. Sort of the hues of blue and green sparkling in the light of the stellar bodies that are orbiting Kashmir. Eventually up ahead, it comes to an opening into a great chasm in front of you.
Ooh.
Oh my. Hey Josh, let's just always play in ice. This is fantastic. Oh my god.
Yeah, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
frozen.
Humblewood settings moving permanently to the crystal expanse.
This is fantastic. Yeah, I was just kidding. Oh wait, you guys can't see what I did. It's...
Yeah.
As Oedipus kicks something over the edge, and you hear it fall.
100% does,
You
yeah.
hear it fall for a long time before it makes a noise in the chasm.
He leans over to Kashmir. Do you think that is more than 30 feet?
Mm-mm.
No?
So
Okay,
that's
well I should be able to make it down.
Nope,
And he
nope,
walks to the edge.
No, Oedipus.
Yep, no.
Alright,
What? Kashmir thinks it's bigger than 30, less than 30 feet. I'll be fine.
so in the glimmering of the light that Kashmir's casting, you can see another opening on the other side of the chasm. And what appears to be, what seems to be like ledges on both sides that appear to be traversable, but very dangerous.
Well, Oedipus will jump. Acrobatics?
You just go jump for the... What are you jumping for? Where to?
Is this a ledge here?
Oh, yes. I thought you meant you're going to try and
What?
jump the whole span of the cabin. It's like, what?
No, Oedipus is going to jump over to the closest ledge on this left-hand side.
Okay, roll a acrobatics check. Alright.
There's nothing to it. He's
Calculated
sheathed
deployment.
his sword, put Kashmir on his back, patted other Kashmir, but
no,
not in a way that's going to hurt myself. No, is in my shield.
Okay.
My shield, I'm not picking you up, don't worry. Brings out his danger mittens, and then jumps. Claws out, grabs the side. See, it's easy. Follow me.
Celia, you next.
Oh god.
It's okay, I
Monday,
can't catch you if you fall.
I'm gonna
You
cast
ready?
water a bunch of times and pull ice from the edges slowly down to make a platform and freeze it.
Ooh. Roll a... can you just ping the spell? And, you ping the spell in the chat for me? Thanks.
Yeah, I did.
Area water you can see within range that fits in it. Okay, so through some combined efforts with Celia, who uses a produce flame, melt some ice to actually create some water. Kashmir fabricates a clever platform.
Yeah, even if it takes us 10 minutes.
Why is it taking so long? long?
I'm not sure. It's actually quite easy.
There is an intense echo in this room. As you each go across, I need an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Us two.
How about
Not
them
you, not
apples?
you, Oedipus. You've already crossed.
Oh, okay. Well, then I would try.
Oh dear.
Oh, I don't
Oh
like
dear. Everybody
that tree.
failed, and I don't know what order everyone was in. Yes.
Hang on.
Everybody slips and dies except for
Apart
Sarah.
from Cecilia.
I got a 20, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, boy. That's how it's pronounced. I
Alright.
cast Shocker myself.
Kashmir and Gregory accidentally just Kashmir's just sort of refusing to look down and just not paying attention to what he's doing. He sort of bumps into Gregory. They both slip and begin to slip over the edge. Need reflex saving throws from both of you.
Why did I have a feeling Gregory Heavy Feather would die to?
You can fly. Oh shit.
Kashmir, you outstretch your sort of clawed hands, manage to find traction in the ice and stop yourself from going over. Gregory, slip. Go over the edge.
Gregory!
He disappears into the darkness below. And we'll pick this up next time on episode 4.
I was literally on the edge of saying Oedipus jumps after. Oh,
Well, now you got a while to think about it.
I mean, I'm still gonna.
Into the dark.
I mean, for you it's dark. For Oedipus, he has 60 feet of dark vision. It is fine.
Why is it always Gregory that fails the bloody?
Yeah.
Because you're not light feather. You're
You can
not
fly
light-
though.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's okay. It's only 30 feet. It's not much depth.
it's only 30 feet. Yeah, it's fine.
That's what Kashi said.
Trust Kashi.
I trust Kashi.
The hedge or the shield?
He is by my side and in my dreams.
Well, thank you for joining me tonight, guys, on such short notice.
I don't care. I always love Humblewood. Always said this. Humblewood is one of the best settings. It is just brings me back to my childhood, and fuck yeah. That's it.
I
That's
don't
my
have
speech.
anything else to do with my
That's
life, so I'm very pleased to be here.